All right, Craig is in here. This is Dawg Talk episode 18, and we have our guest, JoeJas, here once again. How's it going, JoeJas?
I'm alright, man. How are you guys?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
So, the reason why we have you on today's episode is because you just dropped your album, Four Wing Island, and we talked to you before about some of the singles that were on there, Drop Top Tykes, and stuff like that. But I figured we'd get right into some of the questions that we have. So, my first question is what was your goal with this album? What did you want to accomplish with this?
With the album, I'd say the goal was to get some things in my brain out, if that makes sense. The Four Wing Island is kind of representing of things that just go on, kind of where you feel safe in your head type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of getting that out and having that as music. So it was I felt like I wanted every song to vary in genre and stuff, because of just all the shit that I listen to.
Yeah,
and I was trying to make that work and make it be cohesive.
Yeah, I totally get that. It's basically just a bunch of ideas that you just have popping off in your head, and you're just trying to get that out there. And I can definitely see that it's cohesive. I listened through the whole thing. Your sound is pretty consistent throughout all of it. Allison, what'd you think about it? What was your favorite song off of it?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I can't remember the name of the fourth one, but I really liked that one.
Fourth one.
I don't have the list in front of me right this second, but whatever that one was, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was
Mega Blastoise.
Yeah, that one. Actually, I think we were just talking about this.
Before the show, we were actually talking about that song, Mega Blastoise, because we're actually listening through a couple other songs too before the show started. And I don't know, that one was my favorite. I like Mega Blastoise.
That one was so fun to make.
Yeah, I was gonna say
no, but overall, I really like all of them. Really,
yeah.
I think it'd be hard to pick one.
I was gonna say my favorite was Sally's Heartbreak Picnic, just because I made a remix to that. But I didn't want to pick that because
you got the bias to
it. But no, I like all of them a lot too. Didn't you release a promo song called Veto?
Yeah, I did.
What was that about? That
was about the whole lockdown and quarantine stuff. I was I just felt trapped basically,
mm-hmm.
and not being able to go outside. You don't really see your friends. Interaction is super weird now with people. Even then going outside after that, and it was more now how things are starting to open up, and then a backwards look on it, and how I felt, and in that time.
Yeah, I feel that. I've been trapped inside too, kind of because I moved to a new place kind of recently, but so it's kind of hard to do stuff and go out and do things. So I totally get that message and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I thought a lot of people would just relate to that. I guess it's it just this super different way of living came out of nowhere, and we don't have to be okay, we're adapting.
Yeah.
Now talk about the name of the album a little bit. Kind of where does it come from?
Yeah, Four Wing Island. It's when I was in school, in the breaks, we used to go to this chicken spot, and I always used to get 4 wings. And I guess going back to what I said about it being just me and my brain in a cool place there where it's you can just go to. I felt that, especially musically, was where I started doing everything, producing and really getting into that. Where I finally, I remember I made the first song for my first album, Planet. I think I made Dino March, and I was yeah, I think I'm good at producing now. So I feel all of just being the 4 wings and eating that all the time and learning piano and just getting everything. It just encapsulates a time of comfort. Hope that answered the question.
Yeah. I remember you putting out these skits on your Instagram to kind of promote the album. Bro, I love that so much, dude. That was so epic. Like, you need to keep doing that because that really like caught my attention and stuff. So
yeah, I just thought like it's kind of like building a world around a project because I feel like I just remember like being a kid and like waiting for albums and stuff, and they always used to be like this big deal. And like I feel like sometimes now because of streaming and like especially now because of like people can't do shows so they want money and stuff, and I fully understand that like people are doing the whole deluxe things, which I think is like super like you're just like flooding the music out. But like I feel like the making like an album like a stamp in time. So like I don't know, I feel like everyone who like listens to my stuff, I want it to be like from like 2020 to 2021 is like the Four Wing Island time. So like building up promo videos, you just I don't know, it just puts things in your head and you just remember, and it's something you can go back to.
I think it also creates an experience for the viewer, you know, for the album that it's actually about, you know. I think you did a good job with that.
Thank you very much, man.
What was the process like filming these skits and stuff? Did you do it by yourself?
Yeah. I was just like I remember I had because I filmed the skits for the last album, Dappy, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that again. I want to kind of do that for every album. But then I was like, I need ideas. I had the Wings one, the one that I put out. I think that's the last one. I had that one first. Like I always knew I had that one, and like there was some other idea where I had like a skateboard and I was just gonna skate, and it was gonna be the song "Sesh" in the background. But that didn't go well because I wanted it at nighttime, and my camera sucks at night, so I had to like scrap the idea. But yeah, it was just I just wrote them down in my like notebook and was just like, cool. I'm just gonna like flesh out these ideas and trying to make them work. I think my personal favorite one was the first one with the llama like coming in, like wanting the Four Wing Island ticket.
Yeah, that was the one that I had in my head when I mentioned the skits and stuff.
Hey,
yeah, it's the most memorable out of all of them.
Yeah, I think that's I can see that being the most memorable.
Was there so you're releasing this throughout Corona, and there's still a lot of what's the word, quarantine with everybody. So are you planning on doing any shows in the future after all of this is over, or what's kind of like your plan for the future with this album?
Man, I've been thinking about that, and like so in London right now, you can kind of do shows outside, and you can do like exhibition things. So like you can't have a performance, you can't have a performance inside, but the crowd needs to be social distance, which I think is like sucks.
Yeah.
So
I don't think that would go well. Like I don't think people would actually listen to that.
Yeah, you know, I don't feel like. So I was thinking, like with some exhibition art show thing, it could be like experiencing the album. That's what like I'm trying to work around, and like doing something outside. That's like my plan right now with all that.
Interesting.
But yeah, like everything is still like super in the works.
Gotcha. Do you have any music videos planned coming out later?
Yeah, I do. I have a music video plan that's gonna come out later for Venture.
What song?
That's the last
Venture?
one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Anything you can tell us about it, or you want to keep it like a secret?
I'm gonna keep it like because I don't know 100%.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do for it, so like it could completely change. So yeah.
Gotcha. Were there any songs that were scrapped off of this album?
Yeah, there was one. It was called Garden. There was a song called Garden that was scrapped, and I guess a lot of songs just got really reworked. Especially the two like singles that dropped, like Sally's Heartbreak Picnic did not sound the way it did. And Drop Top Tykes it was even like heavier than like what it is now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like your work process? Like you always like change things a lot drastically within your projects?
Yeah. Or like things like it might be like, okay, I'll scrap like the whole beat or something, and then
Jesus.
I'll like make a new beat around the song. Like, okay, this makes more sense. Like with Sesh, it was actually, I think it was gonna be on Gappy, and like the beat, I was just like, I don't think it's like good enough. So I remember like making this beat and going, oh, this gives me like the vibe I had for this song I wrote. And I like reworked it to like the lyrics, and I was like, yeah, this is it. Like this works. Yeah. And also with Four Wing Isle, on the heavier bit, I remember I played it to this dude, one of my homies. His name's Kier. He does like a lot of guitar and like I don't know, like pop music stuff and like alt rock and stuff. So like I was just showing him like the album, and then he like listened to the end bit and he was like, "This is sick, but what happened if you had like a double kick?" And I was like, "Oh, that's like a sick idea." And I put that in, and I was like, "Yeah, here we go."
By double kick, you mean you layered 2 kicks together?
Yeah, I just layered 2 kicks together, and it just like hit way harder, and I was like, "Yeah, this is fire."
Yeah, I definitely like the part when it the vocals got like saturated during the second half. That was, dude, I love that so much. It's like,
thank you, but that's why I wanted to show so much, because I was like,
yeah,
I could imagine just like chilling at the start, and then it just what the fuck.
Yeah, it goes so hard.
Yeah, and I thought that was like such a sick intro as well, because like normally like I would do like a really soft intro, but I was like, what happens if I just like fuck it, like
yeah, and completely switch it up. No,
yeah,
that was great. I loved it. I know a lot of people, they kind of like hate it when they hear saturated stuff like that, but it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess it's like an acquired taste to some people or whatever.
Yeah, I know. I think something just in terms of music I've come accustomed to is like just like everybody's not gonna like everything you make. So it's better just to like experiment and see what works.
Yeah, that's definitely something I've come to realize too, is that like now when I make music, I make music that I would like to listen to again and again, because at the end of the day, it's just like it's my art, you know. As kind of cheesy as that sounds, it's like,
yeah, no,
I want to make something that I can listen to.
At the end of the day, just make what you want to make.
Yeah,
100%.
There's gonna be people that like it, and there's gonna be people that don't. The actual song that the album gets its name from, what was the process like for you on that song? Seeing as, you know, if you name an album after a song, it's really gonna set the mood a little bit.
Yeah, I had like already made, I think most of the project was made. I think apart from like 16 and Venture, and like maybe 3 or 4 songs wasn't there. And I wanted like a song that like in my head it was like you fly in to like the album, like it's a country. Four Wing Island, and like in the description, so I'm like kind of describing it. Like Four Wing Island is this place I used to escape. Like llamas all on the grass, capri pouches filling up the lake, and like just like to give like the imagery of it. And I guess the song I feel explains the album, because the album, the way it's set, like the way I set the track list is a hard song, a soft song, a hard song, a soft song, and the song itself is both. So I feel like it lets you into like what you're gonna get in the album.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It provides a nice balance to the album, so when you listen through it, it doesn't get boring.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I think that we're gonna call it there, unless Allison has any more questions.
No, I mean, you pretty much covered everything pretty well.
Hey,
was there anything you really wanted to talk about with everyone, considering or like about the new album or just anything in general?
I think I did it. I think I said it.
Yeah.
Y'all asked me the questions. They were great.
What song would you like us to feature at the end of the podcast?
Venture.
Venture? Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Sick.
All right. Well, it was nice talking to you. Great having you on again.
Thank you for having me.
Probably do it again.
Hey, always down.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Definitely
talk
love
to you
the
later.
stuff you're putting out, so keep it up.
Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.
Just move, stay fuck with your shit to the full wing. I'm on your own damn ship. Just groove to your own damn beat. So when you find a rhythm, you can take that lead.
Just move, if they ain't fuck with your shit, just groove in your own damn shit. Just move, if they ain't fuck with your shit.
Had to find my own way, young nigga never maps it. Just to put this little island on the atlas, you can never